it's always a strange phenomena coming back. The return from the interstitial place, a place that doesn't actually exist outside of the way our brains segment, categorize all of our varied experiences. Somehow when creating this narrative, during this piecing together of how everything you've done relates to everything else, you may find yourself facing a desire to quantify and determine when exactly did one era of your life end and another start. It is at these moments of looking back that we can be hit with the realization that we have been existing in this imaginary liminal, often without us even noticing. Coming out of that place, it often takes a little bit of time to get your footing and find the right path. Breaking your normal routine, coupled with a return to something old after a lengthy absence, affords the opportunity to develop new habits and try new things. Careful though, you start analyzing too much and you won't create anything at all except a feeling of anxiety. It's always awkward to battle those feelings of self-doubt. Sometimes the only way to counter it is stubborn obstinance. Fortunately, I have that approach. All that is left is figuring out which way to direct it. I still remember the first time that I heard a podcast. Now I need a dopamine fast in order to wean myself off the constant drone of voices in my ear. I try to go back to listening to music consistently instead, but it never takes. Forcing myself to listen to nothing but podcasts in Spanish for a couple weeks in an effort to improve if the language is the same. I can do it, and sometimes I even find things I enjoy, but sticking to it is just beyond reach. At least it's gotta be better to be producing your own rather than listening to someone else do it. As a blank slate of topics is staring back at me, with no aim in mind, let's set out on another round. We can find it together. We can find it together. We can find it together.